Hello everyone. Today is Friday, February 12th, 2016. My name is Brian McInerney and I'm the hydrologist here at the National Weather Service in Salt Lake City, Utah. This is a water supply briefing for February, so let's take a look. What we're seeing are the winds, basically a rendition of the winds at about 11,500 feet on January 30th. And this flow came in and put down all sorts of snow in Utah, which was really nice. It's cold air, it's very dynamic. Down here is a high pressure that's much diminished from what it was the last 4 years, and it's really insignificant with the exception of it pulled up some tropical moisture, mixed it with the cold air and brought it into Utah. And that was one of the last big storms we saw before this high pressure set in. And when you talk about the high pressure, this is the ridge right here. Everything under this is absent of weather. It's associated with an inverted air mass, with pollution in the valleys, and this has been with us for quite some time now, really maybe a week or so, and hopefully it's not going to last for an extended period of time, because you can see over the Pacific there's some good dynamics, good energy with this low pressure, but unfortunately the high setup, it deflects all the weather to the north, and we're mired in this kind of nasty pattern for a while. When we look at the precip anomaly for December and January, what we see are cooler colors in the state of Utah, which indicates above normal precip, which is quite good. Some areas went up to 300 to 400%, but overall Utah did quite well in December. We moved to January as far as precip goes. Again, you see a little bit of that warmer colorization in the Uinta Mountains and down into the Green River Basin down near Green, Utah, but overall precipitation did quite well during this time. When we look at temperatures for December and January, the first thing we notice is the eastern part of the country during December was 10 to 13 degrees above normal, quite warm, exceptionally warm, while the desert southwest and Utah for the most part did much cooler. And then when you look at January, again, much cooler with the exception of maybe the Uinta Mountains. But overall, precipitation is good. And the temperatures are cold, so we're not melting snow at this point in time. When we look at the snowpack, by basin, this is average, you see very healthy numbers all the way across. Normal to above normal snowpack as of February 12, 2016, with the Virgin River Basin at 156% of normal and the severe. You would expect the desert southwest and areas of southern Utah to do better in a very strong El Nino pattern, and that's what we're seeing this year. When you look at the water supply forecast, and this calls for the amount of water coming out of the mountains from April 1st through the end of July, and these forecasts were made by the Colorado Basin River Forecast Center, part of the National Weather Service, you see less healthy numbers, but that's a result of a snowpack overlaying a very dry soil base and low groundwater levels. So we're going to lose some of that meltwater into the ground as it melts, so you see these numbers are lower, but still we're in the ballpark for water supply, especially down in southern Utah where they needed it badly for the last 4 years. So water supply could be better, and a little bit north we could have a little more snow. This high pressure is a little troubling. Hopefully it won't last long, but overall much improved numbers over last year. So there you have it. There's my contact info. Feel free to give me a call, drop me an email if I can do anything for you. But as of mid-February, we're looking okay as far as water supply and hydrology. Thanks for listening.